What if the truths you held dear were nothing more than fictions concocted in a carefully orchestrated disinformation campaign? What if the institutions that promised safety and progress were engaged in a shadowy playbook of control, manipulation, murder, torture, and exploitation? What if the vast majority of the information you have access to is carefully curated to keep you from knowing the facts? This is, tragically, the truth. Can you handle the truth? Mass murder, torture, and lies. The military-industrial playbook and fossil fuels delves into the true but concealed mechanisms of power that shape our world, revealing through well-documented declassified reports, case studies, testimony, and other research how the military-industrial complex acts to the detriment of the world, how secrecy, ambition, and technological advancements have crossed the line from innovation to outright torture, and how the rights and safety of all of humanity are at risk. Through extensive research and rigorous documentation, this book reveals a spectrum of evidence supporting these pervasive practices. It draws from declassified government records, whistleblower testimonies, and investigative journalism to connect historical and contemporary events, enabling readers to discern patterns that have shaped the modern world. By doing so, this exploration not only uncovers hidden truths, but also seeks to amplify the voices of those who have been silenced or marginalized by these covert operations. This book delves deep into the concealed mechanisms that shape global power dynamics, focusing on the often hidden operations of PSYOPs, the chilling realities of non-consensual human experimentation, and the pervasive influence of the military-industrial complex. The book explores the socio-political strategies used to manipulate, control, and disinform populations, revealing a sophisticated network of practices that target individuals and societies at large. This is a book for those who seek to know the truth, no matter how unsettling. It is for those who believe that knowledge is important, that truth is essential for progress, and that justice must prevail over systemic corruption. By the end of this journey, you will see the connections between the military-industrial complex, big tech, fossil fuels, and covert operations with clarity. A quick test of your knowledge of the truth. In both ancient times and during the founding of the United States, truth was revered. Today, misinformation and disinformation run rampant. You might think you know the truth, but do you really? How about a quick quiz to see what you really know about the truth, dear reader? For example, do you know the fossil fuel industry was responsible for the murders of over 1,700 climate activists in a decade? True. Covert torture exists, has a long history, and is rampant. It's true. The Salem vs. Mitchell lawsuit successfully held people accountable for covert torture? It's true. The fossil fuel industry actively tracks climate activists and people deemed a threat to the industry and uses organizations like Matrix LLC to try to destroy lives? It's true. About MK Ultra, which led to the Church Committee Senate hearings and an executive order prohibiting non-consensual experimentation, which has recently been walked back. Also true. The CIA is responsible for clandestine operations responsible for overthrowing democratically elected governments in numerous countries from Iran to Latin America in support of United States fossil fuel interests. Here's the CIA report disclosed under Freedom of Information Act request. Fossil fuel air pollution causes more than 8 million deaths per year. Other reports say the death toll is even higher. About V2K, DW, and numerous patents in existence related to these technologies. It's true, in addition to an extensive list with links to nearly 100 patents in this book, Here's a list from the United Nations Office of the High Commissioner on Human Rights as part of the UN's investigation into electronic torture. Torture and murder are illegal under international law. Also true. About the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations, or RICO, Act that prohibits organized criminal activities such as these? Yes, the law exists, but perhaps isn't used as often as needed. How did you do?